The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by Goldbar Training, Blue Collar Pet Transport, Blackston Financial Advisory Group, Stumpy's Hatchet House, Central Florida Skylights, Sihle Insurance Group, and Sihle Radio and Television Productions.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. So excited for this show. Makaila Nichols is here. Hello, Makaila. How are you?
Great.
Best family-owned businesses. Now think about it. You go to these big box stores, you don't feel like you're supporting anyone's family. You go to that local flea market, local family-owned business. Not only are you getting the great products, the great service, you're really supporting local, supporting families.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Where do you like to shop?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. That was a wrong question for you.
Well, you teed it up like that, so I like to go to mom and pop stores.
Oh, you do, and I know you do. Yeah. You love mom and pop, family-owned places. The places we're going to visit today are absolutely amazing. Places that you, as a Central Floridian, should be happy to have. Quick break. When we return, the best family-owned businesses in all of Central Florida. Pet owners, we are so lucky here in Central Florida to have an amazing company for transporting your pets, and that is our good friends over at Blue Collar Pet Transport. My goodness, guys, what a great service you offer. How did you get into this business, and who calls you?
Yeah, so we got into this business to make sure that no one had to go through anything that like I have or that she has when we have transported our own pets in the past. So someone that's gonna call us is gonna be any pet owner. If you're moving, you're relocating, you're even just doing some traveling, or if you're buying a new fur baby, you're gonna reach out to us and we're gonna help you do that safely.
How did you get into this business?
Well, like Laura said, I think that there are people besides me out there that have had poor experiences in the past with companies that are not following the USDA regulations. So that's one of the most important things for us, is that we meet the standards.
Safety, comfort, really top priorities for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And a family-owned business. This is a family right here, a family-owned business, which makes me know that you treat your customers, and certainly your customers' pets like your own pets, like your own family.
Yep.
How important is this comfort and safety to you?
It means everything. We actually went as far to bring a vet tech on staff in the last year, and she's been able to help make sure that their health and safety is the #1 priority for our company while the pets are in transport.
I've always wondered if air travel is safe for all dogs, is it?
It's really not. So we have Frenchies like Brooks here and Fats that their little noses mean that they can't fly. So that's where a ground transportation option is really going to come into play.
So much simpler too for the pet owner, I think, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, we get to go door to door and pick up, from point A to point B, just any way that you like it, from cost efficient to most exclusive one-on-one type of transports.
Jennifer, Laura, Ava, what a pleasure it was to have you on the program
Thank you
too.
so much.
Brooks, Fats, it's been amazing. Do yourself a favor. For any pet transport needs, call Blue Collar Pet Transport today.
The Best of Central Florida, Makaila's Choice, is sponsored in part by Goldbar Training, Stumpy's Hatchet House, and Sihle Radio and Television Productions.
Family is absolutely everything to me. So this choice was super simple. Makaila's choice for best family-owned business are my friends over at Goldbar. I'm joined by the founder, Juan Carlos. So happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm just very happy to be here, and I love the opportunity to just talk about what we do.
So real estate, very much booming in the state of Florida. What made you want to get into this industry?
So it all started with me wanting to become a doctor, and I actually went to college to study to become a surgeon. And I had this realization my junior year. I said to myself, do I really want to be doing this for the rest of my life? And it was at that moment I had an epiphany. I said to myself, you know what? Let me find out what I really want to do. And I actually opened up a book. It was called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it explained the entire philosophy behind real estate. And that's what made me get into this. I wanted to help others really when it came to financial freedom, teach them how to acquire property, and that made me get into the business.
So how did you start your own business? I know you kind of went from selling real estate to starting Goldbar. How did that go?
So what ended up happening was my first 6 years as an agent, I basically had to build everything from scratch. I designed the systems, the infrastructure, and the technology I needed to go out there and scale my business. And in the process, I was actually training a lot of other agents on how to do the same. And then I realized, well, I have this really cool system. Why don't I go out there and teach others on how to do the exact same process? So over the last 3-4 years, I actually took agents from 0 to multiple 6 figures over and over and over again. And I said to myself, I'm onto something. So I said, let me start Goldbar. And what Goldbar is, it's an online education company. We provide training and coaching for agents all across the country. And it's very accessible and affordable for agents nationwide.
So let's say someone's watching this and they're considering, a career in real estate. Can they take the class, or do they have to already be an agent to take the class?
The best part is whether you're just getting interested in real estate, whether you haven't gotten a license as of yet, or you're an experienced veteran, we have classes and courses available for everyone.
How many different classes and courses do you have?
Right now we have over 5 courses, which encompass hundreds of videos, but the best part is we also do live coaching calls as well.
Nice.
So what ends up happening is any single time agents have questions, they could actually interact with the coaches on our platform instead of having to go elsewhere.
Wow, and do you have to be just in the state of Florida for this, or can you be anywhere?
You could be, honestly, anywhere in the country. Heck, we even have people in Canada, people all over Europe. It's really an interesting platform, yeah.
Oh, really, absolutely incredible. What does the future of real estate look like for you?
The future for me is I want to revolutionize the training industry as a whole. When I got started with coaching and training, I had to spend thousands of dollars a month just to get access to really high quality coaching. So I had a vision to make coaching accessible and affordable, and with our platform, we're really starting to do that.
There's so many different, courses, classes that people can take. Why should people choose Goldbar?
So with Goldbar, what makes us really different is we give you a roadmap or a blueprint to get to your goals. Instead of you just going online and consuming information or getting educated and now you're wandering around saying, well, what do I do? And now analysis paralysis takes place and you're not really doing anything. We give you the templates, the scripts, the presentations that you can model that we've used with our successful business. And now instead of going out there and just wandering around like a chicken with its head cut off, you could go out there, take action, and get results right away.
I love it. What do you find to be the most rewarding part of your job? Is like more of a coach instead of, selling real estate yourself?
I would say the most rewarding part of being a coach and just building this business is knowing that we have an impact on the lives of other agents and knowing that we can help them get to their goals faster. If I could go back in time and be my 23-year-old self and really just have access to the same platform we built now, I think I would have gotten to my goals way faster. And what we're doing is we're giving people certainty in their lives and their business.
So a class for everyone, regardless of where they are in the real estate market.
Exactly.
I love it. Well, Juan Carlos, absolutely amazing. Goldbar.
Good job.
If you're interested in, maybe starting a career in real estate, or you want to expand your knowledge, do yourself a favor and check out Goldbar. Thanks so much, Juan.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back with People's Choice after this short break.
Here we are, Makaila and I, one of my favorite places in all of Central Florida. One of my favorite things to do is axe throwing. It's so much fun. I love it. There's only one place we go, though.
Yeah.
Obviously, Stumpy's Hatchet House. Its owners are here, Matthew, Estella. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Axe throwing in general. Some people have never tried it. Why should we?
Why not? I mean, it's a great time. We have a great place here, wonderful staff. We have a wonderful beer selection. It's just good times all around.
And this place feels unbelievably homey to me. It feels cozy. It feels like I'm transported into a cabin in North Carolina or Montana or something. How did you create this?
Well, it came with a lot of hard work, some busted fingers, and a lot of trial and error. Yeah. We a lot of the natural woodwork in here. Actually, all the natural woodwork was done by myself and one other person.
And a lot of people don't think about corporate events. They think corporate events. Oh, what restaurant am I going to rent out? What ballroom? What a great place to have a corporate event, a corporate meeting.
Yeah, it's we have TVs in here, so we do have ways that if you want to do a presentation of any kind, we can accommodate that. We have a PA system, so if you even want to do a tournament with a nice, let's get this thing going and rile up the crowd, you can. We even let it to where we have a free jukebox that you can come in, pick any music you like. It's great. You have a good time.
Out. If you haven't been axe throwing yet, come to Stumpy's Hatchet House right now, or if you have a meeting coming up, Stumpy's Hatchet House is a place for you.
The Best of Central Florida, People's Choice, is sponsored in part by Blackston Financial Advisory Group and Sihle Radio and Television Productions.
You have spoken, the people have spoken, and people's choice for best family-owned business. And my, what a great choice you have made. Goes to our great friends over at Blackston Financial Advisory Group. So pleased to be joined by David and Kyle Blackston. So nice to put faces with the name. I've heard about you guys so long, never met. Welcome to the studio. How are you today?
Honored to be here. Couldn't be any happier.
A lot of financial advisory groups out there. You guys are just different. There's something different about Blackston. What is it?
Well, I think the thing that's different about us is we've done this for 25 years, and we firmly believe there's more to retirement than just your money. Because Justin, you think about this, if you're working with somebody today and all they want to talk about is your money, are they really looking out for your best interest? Because, you know, there's estate issues, as you well know as an attorney. There's tax issues, there's income issues. And if you're working with somebody today that all they want to focus on your money, I could say this, you could have the best laid plan out there on money, and if your estate plan's not in order, you got a problem.
I love the family-owned aspect of a financial firm like yours because it's so much different. And I don't think people understand how different it really is when you talk about fiduciary responsibilities, the big box stores we see on TV, right?
Oh, yes.
Their responsibility, they act like it's for us, but maybe it isn't always. Maybe it's how they can make the most money. It's not like that with you guys.
Yeah, it's not at all. You know, at our firm, there's more to retirement than just your money. So when you come in, you get that family aspect. You know, coming from originally Kentucky and having those southern roots born inside of us, we want to have doors wide open. So when you come in, you feel that family aspect. And I think that's so much more important when somebody walks in. I can say, hey, Mr. and Miss X, right? I can call them by their name and they feel like they're back home with family. So I think it's more important than really just being a number on the wall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've written a book here. I mean, what great information you have for the people at home already. How did you get into all this writing?
Well, it's interesting. I have a daughter-in-law that is really on my case about getting stuff out there.
met her.
She's with her. You've met her
Yeah.
before. And when we wrote this book 3 or 4 years ago, in fact, we've actually given away about 6,500 copies of these. You can actually go on the website. But the whole concept behind it was we were trying to find a way to distinguish what retirement is and the mistakes that you can make, the pitfalls you can make. And I talk about it in my educational sessions that we do all the time. But think about this. Somebody asked me one time, why'd you write a book called Ever Been Bitten by an Elephant? And I said, well, let me ask you a question. Have you been bit by an elephant? And they said, well, no. I said, but you've been bit by a mosquito. And that mosquito bite will start itching, and if you scratch it too much, it gets infected.
Right.
And guess what happens? You get real sick. It's the same with the retirement. Justin, it's not the elephant bite that's going to get people. It's the little bitty things they've not thought about that we talk about all the time. And one of the things we love to give people is this My Financial Plan Summary. This booklet right here has got all kinds of things in here that's good for them to understand about retirement. So when they come into the office or they come to one of our events, they get this stuff. And it really shows them there's more to retirement than just your money.
There are people watching at home, maybe they're new to Florida and they've had a 401k, they've worked the same job for many, many years, they're here now to retire. They've never had a financial advisor, right? They've just imagined their employer is going to do the 401k and that's it. Now they're here, they don't know what to do. They're scared, they don't know who to trust, they don't know where to go, and they're intimidated. What is it like, that first experience when I call Blackston?
Yeah, it's great. You know, you call into our office and when you come in and you sit down for that 45-minute visit, we always call it a visit because we want it to feel open to you and it's comfortable. So when you come in, we're just going to gather information, find out who you are, what you're trying to accomplish. You know, this isn't our money, this isn't our retirement. This is something that we're trying to help you so you don't have to worry about the pitfalls of retirement as we talk about. So when you come in and you sit down and we start gathering data and we start looking through things, we're not going to go into the analytical side in that first visit. We're really just going to talk about who are you and what are you trying to accomplish so that we can get to a better understanding of what you are.
Really, your family is an extended family of you and all of your clients too. You treat them like part of the family at Blackston. I think that's pretty amazing. Great job. Pleasure to meet you. I feel honored to have met both of you today.
Thank you so much.
And by all means, any of these materials here you can go to their website right now, give them a call, visit the website, go see them. You will not be disappointed. Blackston Financial. Stick around. Justin's Choice is coming up just now.
The best of Central Florida, Justin's Choice, is sponsored in part by Central Florida Skylights, Sihle Insurance Group, and Sihle Radio and Television Productions.
And finally, it is time for my favorite portion of the program. It is time for Justin's Choice. And Justin's Choice for Best Family-Owned Business goes to my good friends, our good friends over at Central Florida Skylights. So happy to be joined by Scotty, Trey, Torin, Jaron. Welcome back. How are you?
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
When I think family-owned business, literally, I think of your family. And as the patriarch, how did all this happen?
Well, I roofed for 28 years, and as you get older, you wear down, and I knew I loved Skylights as I installed them, and I knew I wanted to have my family a part of that. I knew it would click, and it did, and it's taken off.
Tough to fire them, though.
Oh, it is. It is. The great thing is they show up every day.
Torin, get in here. We're going to write you up today. It's something that we don't hear very often. But I think the family-owned aspect of what you do really, really shines upon your customers as well, and the care that you take in your service to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so Central Florida Skylights, what do you do exactly? I know Skylights, I get it. Who should call you?
Well, when they call Central Florida Skylights, they'll most likely talk to my wife, Trey. She'll set up the schedule with the appointment for Torin to go out, and then we'll come out and do the install, Jaron and I. And like you said, service, we give impeccable service, nothing like anybody else has. And when we come into the customer's home, we don't sell them something they don't need. We sell them what they need just like we would.
Right.
We treat them like we're our own family.
Yeah.
How do I know it's time to call you?
I mean, there's really not like a bad time, honestly. Honestly, a lot of times when people spend time in their home, they kind of notice the nitpick and the things that they can improve upon. And really, when you're tired of turning on your lights all day long and you're living in the dark, that is the time to call us.
When you're sitting in that living room or bathroom, bedroom, wherever, and you have
Right.
that natural light coming in, it really does change your mood. It changes
Absolutely.
you feel. What do your customers tell you after you install these lights?
Yeah, I mean, they're so blown away. I mean, the classic thing we always keep hearing is people are like, I'm looking for the light switch. Where's the light switch? It's like, big man upstairs has got that one for you, you know? But they're just so blown away, and they feel so much better about living in their own home. They feel more comfortable in it.
And when they post the review, that's when you see it all. That's what inspires me and want to do better every single time, because that review speaks for itself. I mean, we have customers calling us at Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they sense the family atmosphere that you provide.
Exactly.
They feel like family to you as well. What happens if I know I want something, I don't know what I want? Is that okay to call you still? Can you help me through that?
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of my perks of my job, is going in and kind of talking about things. They know that they want a skylight. They know they want that natural light. They just don't know where. So I kind of give guidance and saying, this is the best placement for it. This is what's really going to shine and really kind of brighten up your home. And we kind of talk a lot of options and kind of get that down to figure out exactly what's going to help them.
Electricity bills are going crazy right now. You can really help in that area as well.
Oh, of course, because you're using natural light to light your home. You don't turn on the lights but at nighttime only.
Yep.
And not to mention, you guys are like family to us too. Makaila had a great event a few months back, and you came. It was so good to see you.
It was nice to dress up. We don't get to dress up very often, so when we did, we loved it. It was great. We hope we can do that again too.
You're like part of our family over at Central Florida Skies. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on today. And do yourself a favor. If you own a house, it is worth checking out. This is a free consultation about how to make your whole house brighter and more energy efficient. It's amazing. Call Central Florida Skylights today. And finally this evening, and I have known this family for a very long time, best family-owned business goes to our great friends over at Sihle Insurance Group. Tracy Sihle is here. Hello, Tracy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
46 years ago, your dad started this company. Unbelievable. What a great guy, by the way. I've known him for years and years. Created a great company, and a company that is going nowhere. You are here in Central Florida to stay. What makes Sihle so special?
So Sihle Insurance Group is a family-owned insurance agency, actually now for 49 years.
49? Oh,
yes.
my gosh.
So we started
the last 3 years have been a blur for me.
We started in 1974, and my dad, Gerald Sihle, is the founder and CEO. My brother Mike is the president, and I'm the vice president. We actually have 9 locations throughout Florida, and we specialize in business insurance, such as cyber liability, and we do home and auto insurance, and we do life and benefits, as well as PEO. We want to continue our success and our legacy for many years to come, And we're not only just a second generation family-owned insurance agency, but now we're a third generation with my oldest son just starting with us last year and opening up our Miami office. So we're really excited about that.
You're in that sweet spot of still family-owned, but also big enough to know that you're not going anywhere, and here built for success. You're building right there on I-4 is a huge one, but you really do stick with the grassroots, like the client, the customer comes first. That is what has made you so special.
Absolutely. And so a lot of the large family-owned insurance agencies have sold out to the hedge fund companies for big money. And while that's okay for them, we're here to stay for many years to come, as you mentioned. Our great reputation, huge success, and continued organic growth is attributed largely to our core values, such as honesty, empathy, and giving back to the community that we as business owners exemplify each and every day.
And speaking of community, you are very involved in the community. I see you on social media out there at community events all the time. What do you really focus on when it comes back to giving back to the community?
Yeah, so Sihle loves giving back to the community. We actually had a huge event last year in our corporate headquarter office in Altamont Springs, where we raised over $70,000 for kids beating cancer. So that was a huge success for our first year ever doing that. But we participated in hundreds of sponsorships over the years with great charities that really connect us to the community. We actually have a program at Sihle that pays our employees 8 hours every year to go out and give back to the community. And our workplace culture has been the best it's ever been. And I think we've had the best year ever because of that.
You've made our studio community amazing today by bringing your friend Tucker here. I know a business is a successful also when the dog is so involved. This Tucker is amazing. Is Tucker yours?
Yes, he is. He's our adorable golden doodle.
The official mascot of Sihle Insurance Group.
Yep, we bring him into the office
You're the dog trainer.
all the time, and he just brings a huge smile to our employees' faces. And I do tricks at the office for the employees, and they absolutely love it.
And not just the employees, your customers as well. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes it feel like a very family-type environment, which is what Sihle Insurance Group really is.
It really is. We always put the client first, and they know that we're going to be there for them if they have a catastrophic loss, if they have a workman comp claim, or if they have an automobile accident. They know that they can call their agent at Sihle directly, and we're not just a call center. So it's really important that we have that personalized touch for them.
Tracy Sihle Insurance Group. Please tell Dad and the family I said hello. I'm going to come see them soon. It's been way too long.
I will.
Sihle Insurance Group, the only place you need to turn, I promise, when it comes to insurance. Makaila, great job today. Amazing family-owned businesses, and on behalf of our entire crew here, right?
Yes.
We love you guys so much. On behalf of Makaila and Tucker, thanks to our WKMG-based crew. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by Goldbar Training, Blue Collar Pet Transport, Blackston Financial Advisory Group, Stumpy's Hatchet House, Central Florida Skylights, Sihle Insurance Group, and Sihle Radio and Television Productions.